It's a once-in-a-lifetime event for our community.
The NFL selects Green Bay, Wisconsin.
And no one is getting you ready for the draft like Local 5. It's Titletown's turn. Presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Titletown's Turn. I'm Michelle McCormack.
And I'm Tom Zaleski. Tonight we bring you what we call a draft download. We are going to tell you everything you need to know if you're going to attend the draft, and also everything you need to know if you want to avoid the draft. Yeah. So we're going to begin with news from the NFL executives. They are fresh off their site visit last week in Green Bay. Now, their job is to ensure that Green Bay is ready right down to the smallest detail.
Local 5's Timothy Leteau shares with us some of their takeaways as they look forward to the draft.
The NFL's foreman of major events, John Barker, regularly makes pitches to leaders around the world.
We're starting to play games in London and Madrid and Germany and recently announced Dublin and Australia. It's truly a global sport now, so we're going to be able to show this really special place to the rest of the world, and to me that's really exciting.
And the center of his attention is now in Green Bay, along with the rest of the league.
This is the last kind of walkthrough, just making sure that we're ready foundationally, all the big pieces operationally are in place, and then from there we just start to refine. This is when we really get into the details and really try to make this one really, really special for Green Bay.
It's the league's last chance to make any changes to their site plans before the semi-trucks roll into town. The transformation set to commence in just weeks.
In about 2 to 3 weeks, our trucks will start to move in. We'll start to build our structures. You'll start to see it go up, and before you know it, you'll have thousands of people here working on drafts. So both people coming in, but a lot of people locally working on it as well.
The level of production, collaboration, and working with key stakeholders at a Super Bowl is almost the same level as the draft because it has become this huge machine. So we're really proud of the work that we're doing.
Nikki Ewell has worked on the NFL draft since the days it was cemented at Radio City Music Hall in New York, and says it has since become the greatest free fan event of any category.
100%, I'll put my name on that. It is the most valuable free event, I would say, in the world, honestly, because it's really important to us and to our commissioner to have accessible fan events. Not everyone is lucky to go to an NFL game.
Not only did the league want to ensure any fan can get to experience a major event, but also to give any city the opportunity to host one.
Commissioner, he wanted to make sure that the cities that couldn't host a Super Bowl and the clubs that, we're so dedicated to at the league had an opportunity to host a mega NFL event.
Ewell says hosting a draft is not only competitive for the cities during the bid process, but also as they plan for their time to shine.
It's complicated work. So a lot of cities vying for it. We're certainly talking to a number of future cities as well. And they're looking right now at Green Bay and seeing how they can outdo it.
With Pittsburgh set to host the 2026 draft, the competition for the 2027 draft is taking the field. Washington, D.C. has been reported as a frontrunner, but Ewell is not ruling out a return to past draft cities that have not exactly had the same kind of fan experience that's been seen at the last few drafts.
The model that we have, where the experience and the festival is co-located with the theater, is the ideal model, and we didn't always have that in every market that we have. In Chicago, we were separated. In Nashville, we were separated. So it's a little bit different, but I think there's probably a couple cities that we'd go back to.
Like any host city, challenges will need to be solved. For Green Bay, the most pressing issues have been lodging and airports, which will result in longer travel times.
The biggest challenge in a smaller market like Green Bay is hotels. Flights will be an issue, but we have great properties or hotel options around the state, really. People are not afraid to drive in Wisconsin or the Midwest in general.
Along with partners, the league works each year to overcome obstacles and reach greater heights in what's become an internal competition of sorts.
We get excited about outdoing ourselves too, and we have a lot of vendors and production partners that come together. They're an extension of our events team, our broadcast team, our security team, our sponsorship team. They're an extension of that, and they come up with great ideas too.
The league wants to continue to build its presence so that it's viewed as more of a leading international sporting entity than just an American one.
We know we're competing with these global events like the Olympics or Formula One or certainly World Cup that's coming soon. We want to make sure that we're out doing that.
And with an event of the draft stature, Green Bay can get its own spot on the world map, at least for a few days. In Green Bay, Timothy Leteau, Local 5 News.
The next time the league will be in town will be March 29th to close off Oneida Street and begin construction of the draft stage.
Now, parking and public transportation are two elements that have yet to be finalized by law enforcement or league officials. What we do know is most Packers game day parking restrictions will be in effect on that day, those days, and there are some additions to the no parking areas. You'll notice the red color on this map. This is provided by the village of Ashwaubenon. That color shows there will be no parking allowed on either side of Lombardi up to Shady Lane. Most residential streets around Lambeau will also be limited to just one side of the street for available parking, or not at all. Official parking plans are expected to be released in the next few weeks. But the NFL is staying true to Green Bay's roots. Dozens of homeowners will be opening up their front lawns to allow fans to park there. You have to. All right. Wisconsin, of course, known for many things like beer and brats and cheese.
And a brand new event in Green Bay is cooking up something special where you can get a taste of the draft right after the break.
And now, Draft Day Memories, brought to you by the True North Convenience Stores.
I don't know. I was surprised by mine because I didn't talk to Green Bay pretty much at all until the last week of the draft prep. So I was very surprised by being here. So I'm very blessed and very thankful and happy to be here. And I wouldn't rather be anywhere else.
A vital resource for the draft is the NFL One Pass phone app. From parking to shuttles, entry gates, it's all going to be on the app.
And our Samantha Petters has what you need to know about that resource.
Tom, Michelle, this app is one-stop shopping for anyone looking to attend the draft events, and it's in the palm of your hand. Once you have the app downloaded to your smartphone or tablet, you open up to the home screen where you can find the latest news, events, and happenings in the NFL. When you select the draft icon, you will be asked to register for the event if you haven't already. While the draft is a free event for everyone to attend, you must register yourself to enter the event. For fans without a smartphone, registration will be available on site with NFL Fan Services. After that, you're brought to the home screen for the draft. If you scroll down, you will find categories full of information about the event, like tips to know before you go, or if you want to know more about what's included at the draft experience tailored to fan entertainment, there's also a category for that. For the most updated information and answers to questions, the Frequently Asked Questions tab will hold those answers. Local 5 has learned that most parking information during the draft will be located in this app, so you will be able to find and select a registered front lawn to park in all through this app. This is a must-have for anyone who wants to attend the draft in Green Bay. Tom and Michelle, back to you.
Thank you, Samantha. Now, another important note is the road closures around the NFL draft footprint. These closures are extensive, and they'll begin later this month. All right, stay with me on this. The first road to close will be on Oneida Street. It'll be from Lombardi Avenue to Stadium Drive. This closure will allow enough room to start work on building the draft stage. The other notable road closure will be Lombardi Avenue. The street will close down in 2 phases, starting around the middle of April through the end of the month. Around April the 14th, the NFL Draft Fan Experience will begin building in the Titletown district. All roads will begin to open back up as the event equipment is cleared out. Officials are hoping to start the reopenings around April 30th. Local law enforcement says the NFL will tear down the stage and all road closures should be reopened by May the 6th. Now, depending upon the weather, some of those dates may change. All right, now to a first-of-its-kind event that's taking a nationwide effort to put together.
As Local 5's Timothy Leteau explains, it combines Wisconsin's love of food and commitment to keep kids well fed.
The night before the first NFL draft pick is called, Schreiber Foods' Green Bay headquarters will set the stage for Wisconsin's finest cuisine for the NFL's first ever Taste of the Draft event.
This space that you and I are in right now will be completely transformed into that authentic Wisconsin Supper Club experience.
A collaboration between the Packers, Gen Youth, and Schreiber Foods, the Taste of the Draft will showcase Wisconsin culinary tradition while tackling hunger in 90 schools across the state.
This partnership with Gen Youth was something that we couldn't pass up. the commitment that they have to providing access to children for nutritious food aligns perfectly with who we are as an organization and our mission.
The Taste of the Super Bowl has been fighting hunger relief for more than 3 decades, the last 5 years benefiting Gen Youth, a nonprofit providing nutritious meals in schools.
You bring that food cart out in the hallway, any child can go through it. If your child doesn't like to eat breakfast early in the morning, they can go through it and take their breakfast to class, and they all get a nutritious breakfast.
It's Gen Youth's first draft-based fundraiser, and all money raised will go towards 90 Wisconsin schools.
We do have some wonderful partners and some wonderful family foundations that have helped us so that 100% of the ticket price goes towards school grants.
Not only is all the proceeds raised at the event will be put back into Wisconsin schools, but it gives the state of Wisconsin an opportunity to showcase some of the culinary, some of the local businesses.
And partners say there was no tastier place than Green Bay to have the inaugural event.
People that are attending the event can anticipate all things Wisconsin supper clubs, old fashions, ice cream drinks, Wisconsin recipes that you would see at supper clubs.
In Green Bay, Timothy Lito, Local 5 News.
And Timothy tells us online ticket sales are going fast. Now, along with the food is entertainment, of course, and we've got that side of the draft story coming your way next. It's Titletown's turn, and along with football during the draft, entertainment takes center stage.
Local 5's Timothy Lito pulls back the curtain on those who are working to make Draft City Music Fest a successful free event.
For as much effort is being put into the NFL draft, the 2-day Draft City Music Fest in downtown Green Bay is also a monstrous endeavor that's been in the works for more than a year.
We'll sit down when this is all over and we'll look back at this tremendous effort and just be, first of all, exhausted, right? But secondly, just be really proud.
Organizers had originally hoped to hold the concert somewhere near here in the Shipyard District, but those plans fell through. So instead, the decision was made to bring the Draft City Music Fest here to Light Memorial Park, complete with fireworks, a giant stage, and artists from the local to the national level.
Having 2 music events, so we have the event on Wednesday night, but also the event on Saturday, what does that look like? What does that look like from a national artist, from a regional artist, and then of course the local artist?
If there's a big artist in Green Bay, there's a good chance that Tom Johnson's hand brought them on stage.
Tom Johnson, who many know here is just a great booker of entertainment for a lot of different venues, has also joined our team to really help us solidify and reach out to a lot of those musician contacts.
The mayor came to me and he said, you know, I want to do this music festival for NFL draft weekend. Can you help me with this? Can you book this? He really wanted to take advantage of the opportunity we had and do something cool and kind of out of the box for, you know, what we normally see.
Something that we don't typically see in Green Bay are multiple stages with national acts, a scaled-down Lollapalooza of sorts. But the catch is that it's free, so the most pressing challenge is coming up with sponsorship funds to bring the artists in.
It's elevated pricing because of the fact that a lot of these are fly-ins and, you know, it's a one-off date.
While Johnson says many bands are receptive to the free festival, negotiating is still a tacky part of assembling the lineup, as pricing is typically 3 times higher for a festival appearance than if the artists were on tour.
What makes sense? Does this fit our budget? Can you come down a little bit? Or can we come up a little bit if it's something that we're really looking at that we want? But it's a fine line, and it's you know, it does take weeks of negotiation sometimes.
The lineup won't be revealed until at least early April, but Johnson is willing to give away a couple clues.
There's a punk band coming back that fans have been asking for about 15 years for a return. People are going to be pretty surprised at the Wednesday headliner. It's a band that I didn't think I'd ever even be able to book. So it's a pretty big get.
In late April, artists will use this very room in the depot as their green room, and it will be a welcome day for Johnson when the stars align in his city. In Green Bay, Timothy Lito, Local 5 News.
Thank you, Tim. We're all guessing out here.
I know.
Something tells me somebody big is coming. We don't know, but something tells me. The organizers are still looking for sponsors and donors of all kinds, even for equipment and other supplies. Well, Stadium View, they revealed their draft concert lineup last week. They will have 18 bands, 3 stages during the draft, and also on the Sunday after. DJ Don will be on the stage during the draft, while the Glam Band and Road Trip are just some of the other groups playing on the main stage. You do have to get tickets. However, they are free. Well, 9 different local breweries are coming together for a limited edition beer just for draft week. It's called 8th Round Downtown Pale Ale. The breweries describe it as a refreshing, hazy pale ale. It blends grapefruit, pineapple, and peach flavors and comes in a special can.
We're really encouraging people to visit, all kinds of different amenities within the community, all the tap rooms, restaurants and bars.
The 8th Round Downtown Pale Ale will be served at the Draft City Music Festival and at the breweries that are making it.
Lodge Kohler is known for its luxury and prime location across the street from Lambeau Field, and the hotel is planning to host a public beer garden in its south parking lot for the 3 days of the draft, which will also include a VIP section.
We felt that there was a need for a place for guests to go during the times leading up to the draft, where they can sit and hang out and grab a quick bite of food or grab a beverage.
Kohler staff said they got the idea while looking around the draft last year in Detroit and seeing the need for a beer tent concept. Well, do you or someone you know want to get out of town during the draft? We have some ideas for you after the break.
Well, for some, the arrival of the draft means it's time to get out of town.
Local 5's Timothy Leteau lets us know if you want to do that, the fastest way to get away from the draft.
With all the NFL draft craze, those who just want to run away from it all can now fly away.
I'm sure there's a certain segment of the population that wants to avoid the drafts.
There's always people that want to avoid large events, no matter what the event is, and this is about as large as the events gets. Whether you just want to get out of town, whether you're renting your home and want to look for a place to go, there's all kinds of reasons to take a vacation around the draft time.
Both the Appleton International Airport and Green Bay Austin Straubel International Airport are planning on helping the mass exodus escape before the mass arrival comes to town.
There's another flight that Delta added, which is a nonstop to Orlando, that leaves Green Bay to Orlando the day before the draft for those that want to get out of town and returns the day after the draft. Everybody likes the nonstop flights. Of course, Orlando in March or April, you can't beat it. So I think they're all going to be very popular. We're already seeing bookings beginning on all of these flights. I anticipate they'll be full before long.
Airport officials say to book early so that flights will be added, keeping demand steady and costs down.
Really, it's based on demand. So if people start booking some of the existing flights that we have, I would anticipate seeing more added. The airlines are challenged right now with aircraft availability, but there's a lot of demand, and if Green Bay demonstrates the demand, they'll definitely add the flights.
And so far, demand is flying high for travelers escaping the draft from Green Bay.
A lot of activity on our online resources. We're advertising this, so a lot of people are clicking through, a lot of people are shopping, but I anticipate all of our flights going outbound will be full. They're full during the regular season, so I would anticipate that everything's going to be booked.
Over in Appleton, demand is soaring, and that means airport crews are gearing up not just for draft visitors, but for locals skipping town.
Between 18 and 23 flights come into the Appleton Airport every day, and then those same 18 to 23 go out of the Appleton Airport every day. And we are anticipating, like the Wednesday before the draft, to see over 30. So a pretty big increase percentage-wise in outbound flights.
Not only is Green Bay having to handle an increase of commercial traffic both in and out of the airport, but corporate flights will only make the terminals even busier.
We'll be busy, but we'll see the terminal building full, but also don't forget about the corporate traffic. We'll see a lot of general aviation, private aircraft, so we're working on planning for that as well.
In order to take on the extra flights for the draft, both airports are wrapping up construction to their terminals just weeks before the swarm of jets arrives to the skies. In Green Bay, Timothy Leteau, Local 5 News.
Airport officials say that if you're not seeing the prices you like, adjusting your travel by just one day can make a big difference in the cost.
And for those who are sticking closer to home, Door County is hoping to capture some of those fleeing the draft. Hotels there are seeing both a mix of draft goers and draft avoiders. They say to book your rooms early as they expect a flood of bookings to take place by the end of the month. One hotel owner says availability everywhere will go quickly because the NFL has so many rooms booked in Green Bay.
I don't know how long that'll last. I imagine once people are, starting to really look into booking, they're going to find out that the NFL has like 80% of the hotel rooms in the Green Bay area already booked.
And it's not just hotels. Local businesses say they are anticipating a higher number of springtime customers than usual.
We have heard of a few people that are looking to either rent out their property for the draft and potentially get out of the city because it sounds like it's going to be pretty crazy busy down there.
And as you might imagine, Door County businesses say they are hopeful that first-time visitors will be staying there for the draft. They also become lifelong vacationers.
The once-in-a-lifetime event will take over Titletown in a little more than a month. You can find all the information Local 5 has uncovered right now on our website at wearegreenbay.com. Look for the tab that specifically reads Titletown's Turn.
And next week on Titletown's Turn, we sit down with one of the people who helped to bring this draft to Green Bay. Mark Murphy joins Michelle, yours truly. Join us then next week at this time. Until then, good night.